Loading into this game, ladies and gentlemen, remember what's on the line. Direwolves win here. They're moving on to the knockout stage.
As Morgana's range is about vision range. This is going to be a big reach.
If they come up behind him,
oh my god, they are.
They're going all the way behind him with the Morgana binding.
I think they've done some VODs here.
King wants to turn around and make sure that he comes around from the other side. The flag goes through, the binding finds its way on the route down onto Vert. He'll want to get himself over the wall if he can, but he just can't do it, and Schernfire, not in the way we expected.
Playing from the looks of it.
Oh, this could go very well or very poorly. A lot of damage down on Vert here now. The stun comes through. Schernfire getting himself the kill, but he drops in the process the flash a bit too late.
And exploiting that fact for the Brazilian roster, knowing that Chippies didn't have his just yet, things are starting to change now.
Chippies takes a lot of damage from the turret there. He does a good job riposting the Justice Punch, but the problem is with riposte, for anybody who doesn't know, it doesn't block turret shots.
No, it does not.
It's the one thing in the game that it doesn't make you immune to. So when you're doing the riposte underneath the turret, when you've already drawn the aggro, you are still going to take quite a lot of damage, which puts Chippies where he is right now. A little bit under half HP. Vert continuing to trade with him here. The grand challenge has been issued. Very nice riposte stun.
Oh, he's got it.
Vert with the outplay, however.
Chippies had his flash available, but he's not going to be able to do it. He'd rather 4 Team 1. Galio's got the items. They still actually are engaging.
All right, here we go. Direwolves looking to find the fight here onto the bottom lane. Absolute going to be taken down before anything else goes out here. Double kill over onto the AD carry from Direwolves, as now they're going to be chasing down the remaining members of Team 1. Destiny looking to maybe find a binding. Forlan getting himself away in time.
Play at the exact same time, and now Marth is caught.
Trying to use the Petrifying Gaze, but he's not able to find the petrifying part of it. He's got the teammates nearby to potentially still find the kill, and they do. They grab the return damage against their opponents. Marth grabbing the kill credit for that one as the Direwolves continue to push up the bottom side now, both bot lane and top.
Trouble here.
Remember, the Chippies does have the ultimate. He has the blue buff as well. No ultimate available onto the Cassiopeia. Pops off the riposte, trying to keep himself alive. Binding comes through. Marth gets taken down. Chippies with the damage, but now he's in a 2 versus 3. Schernfire showing up, trying to even this fight out. Destiny tries to keep him alive with the black shield so we can get away from the CC in time. Redbird fires off the winner's bite. Doesn't find anybody with it just yet. Chippies still trying to get away on this one.
Oh, he's out.
Tagged up, wants to take the blast cone, and Meme Plant to the rescue. Get the victory here, cement themselves in second place as Team 1 moves over to the Infernal Drake for the second time this game. Direwolves not wanting to give this one away, but they'll have to settle with doing that anyway. Vert now on the front line, exactly where you want your Galio to be. Able to find the taunt onto 2. There comes your lockdown onto King, bursting him down. Team 1's able to find the AD carry. Now can they look for more? Schernfire barely hobbling away from this one, but that's a big victory for 1. Rush here starts to take a lot of damage. Absolute Forlan closing in on this one too. Schernfire trying to walk his ally out. He's the one who gets stunned, and they should be able to bring him down here. Absolute grabbing the kill credit.
Yeah, they lock it.
He's coming in maybe for a flank.
Teleport.
TP channeled. Fantix wanting to come in here. Petrifying Gaze comes out, but Marth is going to be caught between a rock, a hard place, and a Fiora. Goes down to Chippies. Marth grabbing the kill onto King in retaliation, though. It's 1 for 1, but the mid lane turret falls.
Yeah, the turret's going to drop. They've got the package. They've got the ability to set up now for what is going to be 0 Infernal. Forlan's in position.
Forlan may be able to steal this one away. Jumps over the wall into the pit. How's it going to go? Nope, it's secured by the Direwolves. Forlan, the first casualty in the fight as well. Redbird wanting to go over the wall, uses the flash to do so.
Infernal Drake. If he got it, perhaps it was worth. But with this risk now going to exist, I don't know if that was worth it, because Direwolves, they've kicked it off.
Jungler dead, support injured and without ulti. Team 1 being forced to answer the Direwolves here now as Redbird gets himself out. Baron still at 3/4 HP, so the Direwolves not doing this one very quickly, losing a lot of health, honestly, onto both Schernfire and King. Winds of War come out from Vert, who's going to be dunked now by Schernfire. Already used the flash, not going to be able to get away from this one, except for the heroic exit that gets him to safety.
And that's a big win from Team 1. They get the mid lane turret while they're going. He exits in the correct direction. No Baron to be seen. It was a big bait from the Direwolves. They never actually wanted the objective as Forlan. He's stopping recalls, but I'm not sure if he wants that.
Stopping weak. Recalls just charging head first into the enemy team. Fantix very low on mana here. Glacial Prison coming down, managed to find its way onto him. Black Shield to protect Fantix a little bit longer. Redbird wanting to jump in as well. Nice binding onto Absolute. King barely walking away from this one, but I don't know how much longer he will be. Redbird grabbing the kill. Christmas present of death from that winner's bite.
And Chippies is going to get back to base. He does have the teleport.
Now Chippies, the man in trouble. The CC coming down. The damage comes in from both Marf and Absolute. That Fiora is not getting away today.
No, not at all. Of course, they're pushing the bottom lane at the same time. Direwolves, they've got more than one agenda here. But one with the pick, with the kill on a Chippies, of course they're going to start off this Baron. The question is, can they stop it? Chippies has, Fantix has teleport, but he's pushing.
Fantix still pushing in that bottom lane, not using the TP yet. Now coming in, King throws the ulti into the pit. Baron is very low. Schernfire goes into the pit. It's secured by Absolute. And Schernfire ends up giving away his life for the try. Fantix now escaping from Verbal.
Those two carries will be doing a lot of damage.
Black Shield onto King so he can stay on the front line without worrying about the CC. Package delivery from Fantix. Valkyrie right back into the middle of 3 people. They grab the kill into Redbird, but they trade their mid laner for it. Now Absolute having to run away from Chippies, who has the grand challenge down, but he's going to be knocked away by the ulti. A double kill for Absolute.
Absolute plays that fantastically. Even the riposte that was baited, Chippies thought he was going to ult him back to safety.
Absolute, a nice binding into the fog of war. The dunk comes through too, and they shut him down.
And that is so big, the objective.
Fantix being collapsed on by multiple members, flash into the Glacial Fissure, and the damage from Absolute is absolutely enough to take him out. Fantix falls for the 3rd time this game. Absolute, plenty of damage on this Tristana. They push through the tier 3. They'll push into the inhibitor itself. Direwolves trying to make their way back up here. Fantix will be alive in 3 seconds. The Wolves want to collapse. They want to punish this. They still don't have their mid laner. Schernfire trying to initiate onto Vert, but that's not really the guy you want to start this off on. Nice Sejuani ulti onto King. They've already found the enemy AD carry, but they lose their Galio. Chippy's having to run himself back. Absolute still alive. Marf still alive. The damage dealers on 1 are there. Binding fired off, not finding its way onto the mark. Fantix has package ready for delivery. Wants to try to use it. Sejuani separated from the rest of the team, but that's not the target you jump on. Direwolves loses their inhib, they lose their tier 3, and they only trade 1 for 1 after. Now they're going to lose Schernfire if they're not careful. Absolute wants to go over the wall. The flash for the stun.
They're still going.
Forlan now also setting up the damage and the moves on to Destiny. A double kill for the AD carry from not really a champion that's too concerned about quick bursts of damage out of combat, though.
That is so much damage to the structures, though. One more Baron wave, if they're able to get in, will be the turret.
Oh, Fantix losing about half his HP from a 1.5 seconds in the Miasma and 2 Twin Fangs. Binding out onto Forlan again. Again, reiterating, that doesn't really matter that much. Absolute will bust down that tier 3. Now they're looking for inhibitor number 2.
The inhibitor should go completely uncontested. The Direwolves with no capabilities to team fight. They have the team composition with the Fiora top side of the map, so Team 1 can start this off. He's going to have to teleport, but they'll just kill the Corki.
All right, here we go. TP used. Fantix on the front line, knocked up into the air, has to utilize the QSS, trying to keep himself safe, trying to do the damage. Unstoppable for Absolute's Tristana. He finds a double kill onto Schernfire now as well. King going to be taken down next. A triple for the Trist. More damage coming through. Marf grabbing the kill onto King. Absolute stays alive, and it's a clean ace for Team 1.
They take them apart, and now the game will follow. So Team 1 Esports, they force the tiebreaker against the Direwolves. Oceania does not get the free run straight into the playoffs.
Hope stays alive for the CBLOL representatives. They will get their shot at the tiebreaker. They will have one last chance to prove they get to go to that knockout stage, to prove they belong here competing even further at Worlds 2017, and they have got to be both ecstatic and relieved at the outcome of this game.
And to show they have what it takes to compete on this stage right now, taking apart the Direwolves. Remember the last time these two teams faced each other, the Direwolves smashed them. Something that you may not have expected, but it happened. So to see this bounce back from Team 1, to see them lose so heavy-handed to Cloud9 before this game today, still a very good showing from them, very much commendable, and you'd have to be happy if you're a Brazilian fan after that.
And we talked about attitude going into this game, Rusty. We talked about being able to have the mental fortitude to lose 3 rough games like they had done going into...
Unfortunately, Marf was able to...
Oh, and this...
That's a painful graph.
This gold graph, that is...
That's the finish line, right there.
Yeah, you can see they trip right about...